Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Wednesday the 24th of February 2021. We're in like our 48th week of dealing with this stay at home, avoid your friends, stock up on food, wear a mask, madness of due to the Chinese bat flu pandemic. Right now it is 74 degrees Fahrenheit here in Jacksonville, Florida. 24 degrees Celsius. Humidity is low, like 28%. And the air conditioning in Sherri sucks. So, gonna go get the grandbrats in the van because trying to drive that Trailblazer without power steering tore up my neck and shoulders yesterday, something fierce. Ended up going over to my brother's house, take the van over to my brother's house, and we took out the mattress, put the back seat up back into a seat position so that I have a place to put the little guys. It's going to be interesting. I had to take the curtain down at least part way, and we'll see. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. I'll probably end up using this for the next couple of days, maybe a week or so, until I figure out exactly what's going on with the Trailblazer. I'm going to hope that it's just a hose. That's usually the thing that goes on a power steering system, is a hose. So we're going to hope for that. But I'm kind of pessimist. I'm a pessimist. I mean, kind of, sort of, definitely. I always look for the worst possible scenario, and then when it doesn't occur, I can be happy that it's like, well, it could have been a whole lot worse. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with, and I'm still going to consider it might be the most expensive part, which is the rack pinion system. But I'm going to hope that it's just a hose. So kind of a little funny type story, I think, anyway. But I get comments all the time about my fingernails, and if you think I let my fingernails grow, my toenails are even worse. So I really can't bend over to cut them without, like, I get all lightheaded. I mean, with my pacemaker or whatever, I'm not supposed to bend over like that. So I get like super lightheaded if I try to bend over and cut my toenail. I end up usually making an appointment with the doctor and going in, a podiatrist or his technician cuts my toenails, or I go ahead and kind of pamper myself and go to a salon and get a pedicure. Not full on, I mean basically just like they kind of like soak your feet and then scrub the dead skin off your heels and all that stuff, and take some time and really do your nails up nice. You know, they trim them real nice. And whatever. No polish or anything like that. Just get them all nice and cleaned up. But I mean, that costs like $45 to $65 depending on where you go. So anyway, I haven't had it done in a while. I haven't made a doctor's appointment in probably 2 months or better. So I'm sitting there at my brother's house. Of course, the shoes are off. I don't wear socks. And he's like, "Oh my God, do you want me to cut your toenails?" And I looked at him like, "Say what?" He said, "Really? Do you want me to cut your toenails?" I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah, I cut them for Swoosh all the time." I was like, okay. So, he ended up, he cut my toenails. And I mean, he was ready and set up to do it. He had the, you know, the big gnarly cutters for the heavy duty toenails, and the really nice little trimmers that he got in there with, and filed to cut edges. And I was like, "Damn, bro." I mean, it felt really weird. I tell you what, it really did. I mean, even weirder than having. I mean, it was weird enough when I first had to go and have, you know, I had to make a doctor's appointment to get my toenails cut. That felt really odd. Yesterday was about the oddest experience I think I have ever had. But it was, I mean, yeah. So I mean, staying on that subject kind of just popped back in my head. When my uncle, rest in peace, was in the Air Force. He was in Vietnam, and he and my aunt weren't married yet, but she would have him send his nail clippings home to her, and then she would chew on them. I mean, I have an odd family. I mean, she didn't like chew them up or anything like that. She just, I don't know. It's just weird. She had a whole collection of his toenails, a whole big jar. From toenails and fingernails. I guess they were toenails and fingernails. It just said nails. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want toenails. I don't really want anybody's fingernails for that matter. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to come up with a way to fix the air conditioning in this. This is not blowing cold at all. Put the window down. That makes too much noise, doesn't it? Oh yeah, way too much noise. Too much noise to record by anyway. I got one of my fans I can set up, but I can't do that while I'm driving. This big old windshield on this. Ugh, that sun's just blaring in, frying me. So, oh well. Get me a little bit more prepared to driving on driving Friday when we go head out to the campground. Still haven't fully decided which way I want to go. They're all right about the same mileage and the same time, just different scenery. Basically, you have to head west, and then north, and then west, and then north, and then slightly to the east. actually the longest part of the trip that I remember. I've been there 2 times now. Is once you actually reach the road that takes you to the park. That road seems to run forever because it's a low speed. I think it's like 40 miles an hour, 35 or 40 miles an hour, and it runs back in like 15 or 20 miles. It just seems to take you forever. I hope it's from outside. It smells like good smoke. It's funny, you get so used to something. Like I'm looking down to check the clock, and this doesn't have a clock. Well, it does, but it's not set properly. Think. No, it's not set properly. Different sounds, different vehicles, you know. You get used to the sounds one makes, and this one makes totally different sounds. Is the air conditioning. They're making good work of that carcass, whatever it is over there. Only thing is, I'm going to have to fill up again before I go on the trip. Hopefully prices are going to keep coming down. I saw them yesterday at $2.36, which was a nice surprise after I think I paid $2.39 the other day, which is a whole lot better than $2.59. See what we got. Now, this is $2.53, so they're still high. I was out on Atlantic Boulevard, which is normally higher than other areas, and yesterday I was seeing it, like I said, at $2.34. But I didn't need gas at that point. Whoops. She's coming straight across. What time do we have? 2:08. I don't know if I started out a little early. I don't think I made better time than usual. Shady spot over here today. I can spend 10 minutes or so. Alright, yeah. Nice shady spot. That's like gold here in Florida. USB stuff. I think it's all in the back. That would fit. Oh, let's see. I got this one instead. Doesn't work. There we go. Wonder why that outlet doesn't work. Ah, that's better. A little bit. So let's see, where was I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, this kind of throws my thinking off a little bit. I had the back all pretty much set up. I had the bed all made, and all I needed to do was like throw some pillows in there on Thursday and or Friday morning or whatever, and be ready to rock and roll. But now tomorrow I'm going to have to go over to Bob and Swoosh's house and once you rotate like that, there we go. Go over to Bob and Swoosh's house, get the mattress back out, put it back in the van, and then remake the bed. I mean, it's only, I mean, the whole thing's going to take about a half an hour, but still, you know, it is what it is. Anyway. So yeah, I ended up talking with my brother yesterday. Like I said, I was over there for probably half an hour. No, longer than that. Probably an hour and a half. Because it was almost dark by the time I left. And we talked about something. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, we were talking about some of the artwork that he had done, and I talked to my mom earlier yesterday, and she told me, you know, that I needed to check it out, which I'd already talked to my brother. He wanted me to take some pictures or whatever. So, going over there, and then I called her back and was telling her about what was going on, and we got into the whole discussion of how artistic ability seems to run in the family. My nephew's daughter, I guess she's my grandniece, is, I guess she's 11 or 12, something like that, 10. No, I think she's 11. She does really, really well. She's doing some really cool abstract paintings and stuff like that. And then even like the little G-back back here, Spider's just now 5, and he's been drawing for almost 2 years. Well, he's been drawing for a long time. You know, most of as soon as he started doodling, scribbling. But for the past year or so, I mean, he draws things that you can actually decipher what they are. Like just by looking at it, you know that like that's a pig, or that's a lion, or a dragon, or a tree, or people aren't just stick figures. They've got bodies, maybe out of proportion, but they've actually got bodies. So, and he's only, well, he's 5. He's 5 in September. So September, October, November, December, January, February. He's 5 and a half. Well, like I said, that type of stuff kind of, it runs in the family. Sometimes it doesn't always come out as drawing or painting abilities. My brother Bob has abilities where he probably could if he sat down and tried to draw, but he likes doing small dioramas, and right now he's doing stuff like decoupage, and he's got all these like pictures of cars and then geometric stuff that swoosh colors in, and some other stuff that he adds into them, and yeah, it's interesting. I took a couple of pictures and some short videos, so I'll get that together and post it here at some point. Like my youngest brother, the one that's got the bad heart, he refurbishes finds, just kind of like I do. Well, he actually does it and sells it. And lately he's been doing wood. He's been finding these wood cut-offs, like from lumber yards or whatever, and turning them into useful pieces, or just selling the actual pieces. And even our kids, like my one nephew is a fantastic chef. The other one's also a good cook, but he's very good with his computer stuff. And that's an art all of its own. You know, my kids are all artistic in one way or another. The one daughter paints, the other one can crochet. Can knit or crochet anything you can imagine without a pattern. You just have to get a picture of it in her head. And my son's very creative. But a lot of that shows more in he's very creative, he's got a very good work ethic, and the two of those combined, he's a home painter, house painter, and he's very particular, very meticulous about his jobs. So it's yeah, it seems to have come all the way down through the family. My father's left-handed. He draws incredibly, or he did. He's got some tremors now, losing and everything like that. But yeah, it's kind of that topic's kind of running down out of steam, isn't it? I got to be getting close now to needing to motivate on out of here. Yeah, about that time. So, let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down, thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantastic. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. Do not give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about it. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fantastic day. Sláinte, y'all.